Hey everyone, today this video is going to cover high level what Zapier is. A lot of people get into our system, they go to the integrations, they're familiar with the big dogs, right? Like QuickBooks and Stripe, maybe even Slack. But then they see Zapier and they're like, what is this thing? It is an integration tool. So all of these you see here are integrations that our development team has built, and there's a lot that goes into that. First, they need to understand how the system works, and then they need to build the connection. It's a lot of time, a lot of resources, and you can imagine we get a lot of requests to connect with other systems, and we can't connect with them all. So Zapier actually allows you to build those connections with other systems. So we have a first-class connection with Zapier, and thousands of other softwares also connect with Zapier. And that tool allows you to build those connections and build automations to make life easier. There's a million different use cases for this, and in subsequent videos we'll cover some of the more common ones we're seeing our customers doing. But this page, JobTread.com/integrations, highlights some of the more common softwares we're seeing people connect with. So we have this categorized, lead generation for connecting with Facebook or Instagram leads. So like whenever those are created, it can automatically create a customer within JobTread. Contact sync, so JobTread customers created, sync it with Google, so it automatically will send over there. And if you're hooked up on your phone, automatically that customer will be on your phone as well. I'm a huge fan of that one. We have that set up here, so anytime a customer signs up, it's automatically available on my phone, so I always know who's calling me. It's a really, really slick integration. RingCentral for connecting with communication. Nice job. So sending out requests for reviews when a job is closed. Love that one as well. There's a bunch of different examples on here, but I do want to show you the Zapier side of things. So Zapier is a third party, so you would go to the website, you would sign up. It's free to sign up by default. If you really start using the system and push out a certain number of what they call zaps, you're going to go into a paid tier, but the first tier is $20 a month. It definitely pays for itself if you set these zaps up properly. Also, if you're trying to do multi-tiered zaps with logic and things like that, it's going to be a paid account as well, but by default, it is free, and you can start building these connections and see if you eventually want to pay for it. But the basic idea with this is once you sign in, you're saying, I want to connect this application with this one over here, and these are search boxes. So for example, if I wanted to connect JobTread with another system, again, this can be thousands of softwares, anyone that's hooked up to Zapier, maybe I'll hook it up to Google Contacts. So you're saying anytime this thing happens over in JobTread, so anytime a customer is created potentially, I want to do this over in Google Contacts. So what we're looking at are triggers and actions, and that's what all of this is based on. Again, anytime this thing happens in this system, I want to do it over here in this other system. So I'm going to create a contact in Google Contacts. So I'll click try it here, and we're not going to go through all the steps right now, but I did want to show you just how to connect your JobTread organization with Zapier. So on this first trigger, it's going to ask you to sign in. So you'll click that. That's going to bring up this prompt to enter the grant key. This grant key is going to be within JobTread under integrations in your settings, and then just click on Zapier here and copy the grant key provided. And then if we go back into here, you just copy it, say, yep, that is my grant key, and that will essentially authenticate your account. So you can move forward, and it obviously can read from your organization. So it's going to ask you which organization, Big Ranch Construction in my case, and you've made that connection. So once you make that connection once, you really only need to use the grant key one time, and then you're authenticated. But yeah, that's how you can authenticate JobTread to start using Zapier, and then the world is your oyster at this point. You can move forward and start building out these zaps. I definitely recommend naming your zaps when you start using them, just so you can tell which is which. But subsequent videos we have here will kind of walk through the most common examples. But yeah, that's Zapier. It's trying to make life a little bit easier by breaking up the manual entry and just building automation. So yeah, if you have any cool use cases, please let us know. Support at JobTread.com. We would love to hear about it. Thanks so much.